Gambling's about big money and good luck, and it's a prime target for hustlers. We've set up a casino night and invited a bunch of real people to come along and play. Alex and Paul are here to put their casino hustling skills to the test. And we've got our cameras in position so we don't miss a thing. It's the casino dice scams. Although it looks complicated, the rules are quite simple. The players can bet on a wide range of possible thrown combinations. But if they roll a 7 or 11 on the first throw, they win instantly. And tonight, Alex and Paul are on a winning streak. But knowing our boys, they're probably not playing by the casino's rules. They've turned the odds to their favour. But how?
There are many ways to make a die favourable for a cheater. Here we have 2 dice. They look pretty normal, but if I throw them, I get a 7. Now in craps, that would mean I would win on the first roll. If I get an 11, I'd win too. Oh, I got an 11. And there's another 7.
Have a look at this.
And there's another 7. Yeah.
You see, what we've got here is classic case of misspotted dice. So look, if I put these in front of the mirror here, you'll see that one of them has got just the number 5 on it, on all 6 sides. And the other one only has the numbers 2 and 6. Therefore, however many times you roll these, you'll only get a 7 or an 11, which is a winning throw in craps.
All these dice have been used to scam casinos in different ways. Missed spots, bad shapes, and some are even loaded with weights.
And this is a completely clear die, but if you spin it, you can tell it just isn't right.
That's just not right. Wobbly.
Back in the casino, Alex and Paul are scamming the game using loaded dice. They're winning big and the house hasn't noticed. But how do they get their own dice on the table?
I want to show you what I did at the live game that we had. All I did was reach over, pick up the dice, blow on them for good luck, and just throw them. And in that simple action, I managed to switch dice.
Let's see that again at the table. It's Alex's turn as shooter. He takes the loaded dice out of his pocket and then picks up the real dice off the table. As he blows on them for good luck, he makes the switch and guarantees himself a winning roll.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use these white dice just to show you how this works. So these are my loaded dice. They start off in my pocket. I hide them in my hand like this, and when I'm ready, I will reach forward, grab the dice, blow on them, and that simple process, they switched. Now I've got the red dice and my loaded dice are on the table, making me a lot of money.
Of course, there are many ways to switch dice, and this is probably one of the fastest. Let's say we had a couple of dice on the table. I've got another 2 dice which I have palmed. When I make my choice, I smack them on the table like that and make a switch. That's called the palm switch, and is one of the fastest switches in any kind of sleight of hand. And this is how it works. If I do it with the white dice, you get a better idea. So these are palmed. These are passed to me. I pick 2, and I've got the white dice on the table, and I make my throw. It's as fast as that.
Let's take another look at that during the game. Paul takes the loaded dice from his pocket and palms them in his hand. Then, when he picks up the fair dice, he knocks on the table and lets the fake ones fall from his hand. Now he can bet knowing he won't lose.
If you look at the craps table, there is a bet on it. It's called playing the field. That's when the player wins if he throws a 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11 and a 12. Now, if you manage to control one of the cubes for this throw, your chances of winning that bet increase by quite a high margin. Now, it takes 2 people to do this, and very, very, very precise timing.
To pull off this scam, Alex and Paul must work as a team, and it happens so fast that in the casino nobody spots a thing. But how does it work?
Paul actually gives the cue as I'm shaking the dice. He gives the cue where he wants to bet. I knock twice. I let the dice, my die go, but I keep back 1. And Paul spins out a die from under his money.
Let's see that again.
Laisse sur base, faites vos jeux. Les jeux sont démarqués, rien ne va plus.
Yes!
Triple pay.
Triple.
Triple pay. Come on, let's see it.
The hustle is all about timing and teamwork. And guarantees our boys will win their bets. It goes to prove that when our hustlers are in town, the house doesn't always win. But what about the players at the same table who weren't so lucky?
Don't know how they do it, but could be potluck, could be skill, I don't know.
They'd lose a little bit and then all of a sudden they'd like a big win.
As far as I saw, they were just playing it just like I was, but they seemed to be winning a bit more than me.